Ken Popejoy received a Big Ten Medal of Honor senior year. That just gives you some idea of what kind of focus that he had.
He was an incredible talent. He had a sharp mind, a competitive mind, and physically he had the extra gear very few people had for speed. Very gifted athlete.
In the 1970s, thousands of people would turn out for these big invitational meets merely at the prospect of watching or witnessing a sub-4-minute mile.
Ken had a streak of mile runs going 5 meets in a row that were under 4 minutes.
He basically ran at a half lap in front of everyone else. There were accurate timing, and he was all alone.
So to have run 5 sub-4-minute miles in consecutive weeks was really unprecedented at that time.
That intensity, both on and off the field, was the thing that impressed me the most. He jokingly said that he wanted me to remember how he used to follow me around like a puppy dog and ask questions, but it was really kind of a pleasure to see that he took that advice seriously, you know. He would actually do the things you would talk to him about or that he was impressed with, but he wasn't just limited to track. He talked about everything.
When he won that indoor national title, you know, he really helped put us into the national championship hunt.
Ken was a guy who had his whole life planned out, and he was very organized, very meticulous. So this would serve him later to get through law school and become a judge. He was very organized.
He never talks about, you know, his mile run. He talks about that 4-mile relay at Drake with his teammates winning the title. It's those memories. It's his team that's important to him.
It's validation for Ken that he was the cream of the crop.
We're real pleased to see Ken get this honor.
Oh, my goodness. Good evening, everyone. First-time Spartan letter winners, the amazing present-day coaches and coaches of the past that are here tonight, members of the MSU administration. First of all, I want to thank Mark Hollis and the Hall of Fame committee. I want to thank Julie Burgess and also Ryan Smith, 2 people who have made this weekend spectacular for me. And finally, before I start talking, I want to thank my beautiful wife, Christine, for sharing this with me today. You know, in my running career, there were very few times when I was back in the pack, and I was almost never last. Well, tonight I'm last. And although being in last is a tough place to be, I did have a good finishing kick, and I'm going to kick it in, and we're going to finish this right. I am truly humbled to be here tonight. Wow, to listen to 7 inspiring Hall of Fame presentations about 7 amazing student athletes. Student athletes that span years from a 1966 graduate to a 2014 graduate. A 48-year spread. Yet despite differences of age, despite different sports, successes, and different skill sets, we are in fact teammates today and forever. Teammates in the Michigan State Hall of Fame class of 2016. The value and meaning of teammates is what I want to address tonight. My father was a Big Ten 2-mile champ in 1934 at Purdue, so I was a track and field cross-country nut early on. And I watched Michigan State when I was even before high school. They had amazing cross-country teams back in the late 50s. Into the 60s, there were teams that included Eric Zemper, who's here tonight, someone who was a mentor to me my first year at Michigan State. In 1965, I watched Gene Washington, NCAA indoor high hurdle champion. 6-time Big Ten champion. He wasn't a bad football player either. He's here tonight. 1966 and 1967, Bob Steele, a 2-time NCAA intermediate hurdle champion, Big Ten champion. He's here tonight. In 1968, the Michigan State cross-country team won the Big Ten championship. There were only 7 people on the team, but only 6 ran in the championships because Chuck Starkey got a broken leg during that season. He's here tonight. Kim Hartman was the first man on that team, multiple Big Ten medalist, and John Mock was in the top 5 on that team, a multiple Big Ten medalist and an All-American in the 800 meters. He's here tonight. In 1969, Bill Weirwine won the indoor NCAA 660-yard championship. and won 6 Big Ten championships. He's here tonight. So with that picture of Spartan success in track and field and cross country, I came for a recruiting visit and stayed with Kim Hartman and John Mark. And after that weekend, I knew that I wanted Kim and John as teammates. I wanted to be a part of the Spartan tradition that they and all of those that I've mentioned had created. So in 1969, in May of 1969, I received a letter of intent signed by Biggie Munn. I've saved it to this day. One of the best pieces of mail I ever got, airmail and special delivery, total 40-cent stamp. In July 19th of 2016, I got a letter from another athletic director of Michigan State, Mark Hollis, telling me of my selection into the Hall of Fame. How did I get from Biggie to Mark? Well, I'll tell you how I got there. All the teammates that are sitting up there and those that couldn't make it today. In 1969, I started my Spartan experience, and what an experience it was. We won 2 Big Ten team cross-country championships in 70 and 71. Kim Hartman and Starkey, you guys won that championship for us. We won 2 Big Ten team championships in track, indoors and outdoors, in 1972. It was the first time and the last time to date that a Spartan track and field and cross-country team have won cross-country, indoor, and outdoor Big Ten championships in one school year. The Triple Crown year, we called it. And that year, we were also second place in the indoor nationals. Now, did all that happen because Ken Popejoy had some good races and some good performances? Absolutely not. It happened because of my teammates. And my success happened through them. And their success came from me. And together with our respective performances and successes, we put Michigan State cross-country and track and field tradition on the map. Randy Kirkpatrick could not be here tonight, but in that video, he was my teammate for 4 years. First time ever to get 4 medals each year in cross-country. Mike Murphy is my teammate from the class of 73, a 4-time Big Ten champion and All-American. He's here tonight. Rob and Ron Cool, 2 guys came to our school junior year. We wouldn't have won the first leg of the Triple Crown without the infusion of their talent. Ron won multiple Big Ten 800-meter medals, and Rob was the Big Ten steeplechase champion in 1973. They're here tonight. Rob Castleman, 1 year behind me, a multiple All-American, a 13-time Big Ten champion. Champion, not just medalist, champion. He's here tonight. Marshall Dill, 2 years behind me, the NCAA champion in 200 meters, and 12-time Big Ten champion. He's here tonight. My coaches from 79 to 63, Fran Dietrich, the kindly patriarch of our cross-country program. He'd been here since the 40s or 50s, I think. A wonderful gentleman. Jim Gibbard, our head cross-country coach and assistant track coach. My coach, he was the taskmaster. He was the drill sergeant. He was the son of a bitch that we didn't like. But for some unknown reason, we all wanted to run through the wall and perform for him. And in 1968, Jim Bibbs came 1 year before me and was the assistant cross-country coach and track coach, and then went on in 1975 and 76 to be the head track coach. Jim and Martha Bibbs are 2 of the sweetest, most genuine people I've ever met in my entire life. To all of us, and especially to me, they were my parents away from home when I came up here. I went over to their home for dinner. They could not have been more gracious. They're here tonight. And I was there in 2015 when Jim Bibbs was inducted into the National Track and Field and Cross Country Hall of Fame. What an honor. Teammates and coaches. Why are all those teammates here? Why am I blessed to have Jim Bibbs here? Because my Hall of Fame induction is truly not just about me. It's about all of my teammates and the struggles and successes that we shared together. In 2012, we planned a reunion on campus for the Triple Crown team. 22 athletes showed up 40 years later, some of whom we hadn't seen for 40 years. And it was like we'd walked away yesterday. We all bonded instantly, friends, brothers, and teammates. So my charge to all of the 143 of you who have patiently listened to all 8 of us tonight, we're all very honored by that, thank you. But my charge to all of you, look around at your teammates the next time you go to practice. Reach out, bond, interact, pick them up, encourage, slap them on the ass. I don't care which team you're on, Title IX or no Title IX, slap them on the ass. Because let me tell you, you will be better athletes because of them, as they will become better because of you. So from all 8 of us tonight who have the privilege of being up on this stage, welcome to our elite club of Spartan varsity letter winners. Wear your jacket with pride. Honor your teammates today, as they will be your teammates forever, but also, as you can see from this wonderful outpouring of teammates from mine, your friends forever too. Thank you, guys. Finally, what? You never cut off a judge. Not good. I'm out of my jurisdiction, but it can still do something here. Finally, to all of you, all 143 of you, go forward and create your own place, your individual place, and your team place in the history of Spartan athletics. Go green. Thank you.